Alright, good evening. Now, for those of you that do not know me, my name is Anthony Delgado. And today I want to talk to you about Common Core. Alright. Soren Kierkegaard, who is considered to be the father of existentialism, once said that there are two ways to be fooled. One is to believe what isn't true. The other is to refuse to accept what is true. Now, with that being said, I want to talk to you about Common Core and the damage it is doing to America and its youth. Now, America is often regarded as the epitome of success, from the rights of our citizens to our worldview and our quality of life. We are the epitome of success to the world. Now, our youth, our children, will inherit America. They will grow up to become our leaders. So, the education of our youth is always on the forefront of our mind. So what we teach in our school systems, with the ultimate goal of being that we prepare them for becoming these leaders, holds a lot of weight. It's very important, essentially, to sum it up. Yet, America has adopted an unconstitutional curriculum that neither improves student scores and has shown that it is making students do worse in math and science, which is the very areas which this curriculum is supposed to improve. And it's destroying the teachers' and the parents' right to have a say in their child's education. And it's time for a change. Now, essentially extorting states by dangling race to the top federal grants into individual states' face during the economic crisis, saying that states cannot receive federal funding without adopting Common Core. This is clear extortion and intrusion by the federal government, unlawful intrusion by the federal government, to determine what the children in the United States should be taught. Alright? We, as private, tax-paying American citizens, should boycott the test-taking our students are being subjected to and try to be elected to councils governing the curriculum so that we can further have a say into what is being taught. Now, if we, the parents and tax-paying citizens, are paying taxes to the federal government, and they're saying essentially that we have to adopt it, don't you think that this plan that they wrote up would be the best? One would think so. One would think that the federal government, who is forcing the states to adopt these plans, has a great plan in mind, which is far from the case. Now, imagine a curriculum that will govern everything that your child is being taught, specifically math and English, which is Common Core's main objective, trying to improve the test scores of students going into college, math and English specifically. Now, well, let me rephrase that. And yet, the only mathematician expert who was a part of the panel writing up Common Core rejected the plan. The only mathematician expert on the panel for writing Common Core rejected the plan. So what do you think that says about what is in Common Core? I think it speaks volumes, as should you. So now, every three years, 500,000 students representing 69 different countries take a test, all right? This test is called the PISA, and it's supposed to it's supposed to tell how these countries' students are progressing compared to other countries, where they should be, how well they're doing, how well they're competing against other countries. All right? And so in 2015, the U.S., these are 15-year-olds, in 2015 we took the test, okay, and the results were projected in 2016. They came out, and so what it was found that, according to the New York Times, that in mathematics, American teenagers performed worse since 1992. They performed worse in mathematics, and in science and English, they didn't keep up to par with what they've been doing in the last 10 years. This is according to the New York Times. And so with that being said, I feel as if this is enough evidence to suggest that the states have hastily went into approving this curriculum being taught to their students because of the federal government's intrusion. And it's time that we as tax-paying citizens and private citizens appeal this and take action. And how we can do this is by boycotting the test, not allowing our children to take this test, and trying to be elected to governing bodies, the local governing bodies, the student bodies that have a say in what's being taught to their kids. And it's time that we take over, because it's unconstitutional that the federal government sets guidelines to what's being taught to our kids. That's a state's right, and it should always be a state's right. And so I feel as if it's time we stand up and take an action. All right. And this concludes my presentation.